Many series have very dashingly twisted storylines. And fans of such works rarely part with their favorite series for many years, even after the finale. You can talk about the series for a long time, and because of its popularity and relevance, they have earned the right to be part of our lives and our history. And each episode can tell us its own unique story. It really can be called art, which inspires many people around the world. That's why viewers are always very impatient, and want to see the whole series at once without long pauses. But in fact, the familiar anticipation of long-awaited episodes is comparable to the feeling of waiting for an approaching holiday. It always creates a special mood. Meanwhile, the episode release date has already been determined. Spectators will be able to see the new episode on April 10th. This series has won the attention of even the most fastidious viewer. What awaits us in the new episode remains an intrigue that we can't wait to find out. Let's hope that nothing will prevent the series from being released on time.
There's something truly magical about going to a movie premiere at the cinema. From the moment you step inside, you can feel the anticipation in the air. It's as if everyone is waiting for something incredible to happen, and they know that they're in the right place to experience it. The walls are adorned with movie posters and bright, colorful lights flicker above your head. It's as if the cinema is preparing to transport you to a different world entirely. And as you make your way to your seat, you can't help but feel a sense of excitement bubbling up inside you. As the lights dim, you settle into your chair and allow yourself to be carried away by the magic of the big screen. Every detail, every sound, and every moment is designed to pull you deeper into the story unfolding before your eyes. And when the movie finally begins, you're completely swept away. You're no longer in a cinema, you're in a different world entirely. You're living and breathing the story along with the characters, feeling every emotion as if it were your own. But it's not just the movie itself that makes the experience so special. It's the shared sense of wonder and excitement that permeates the entire cinema. The gasps, the laughs, and the cheers all add to the experience, making it feel like a communal event. And when the movie finally ends, you're left feeling like you've been on a wild adventure. You leave the cinema feeling a sense of joy, wonder, and satisfaction. It's an experience unlike any other, and one that you'll always treasure. In a world where we're all so busy and distracted, going to a movie premiere offers a chance to slow down and reconnect with the magic of cinema. It's a reminder that stories can transport us, that movies can inspire us, and that shared experiences can bring us together. Stuntmen in movies and TV shows are the unsung heroes of the entertainment industry. They are the ones who make the impossible possible, the ones who bring action sequences to life, and the ones who put their lives on the line to make sure the stars look good on screen. These individuals are highly trained professionals who undergo rigorous physical training and practice to ensure their safety during these daring feats. But stunt work isn't just about performing daring stunts. Stuntmen also play a crucial role in creating believable fight scenes. From the choreography to the execution, these individuals work tirelessly to ensure that the audience is fully immersed in the action on screen. Their work is so seamless that it's often hard to tell where the actor ends and the stuntman begins. Despite the incredible skill and bravery required for their work, stuntmen are often overlooked and underappreciated. They put their bodies on the line to create incredible moments of entertainment, but rarely receive the recognition they deserve. What they do is anything but easy. They spend hours, days, even weeks preparing for a single stunt, making sure every move is calculated and rehearsed to perfection. And when it comes time to perform, there's no room for error. Every stunt is a calculated risk. That's why stuntmen train rigorously and work with the best safety equipment available, from harnesses and padding to airbags and wires. But despite the risks, stuntmen love what they do. They have a passion for action and a love of adventure that drives them to push the limits of what's possible. When you think about the most memorable scenes from your favorite movies and TV shows, what comes to mind? Is it the stunning visual effects or the award-winning performances? While these elements certainly play a vital role in creating a cinematic masterpiece, there is another element that often goes unnoticed but is equally important: the soundtrack. The power of music in film and TV shows cannot be overstated. In fact, it can be argued that the soundtrack is just as important as the script, acting, and cinematography. One of the key roles of the soundtrack is to provide emotional cues to the audience. Whether it's the melancholic melody of a piano during a somber scene or the upbeat rhythm of a pop song during a light-hearted moment, the music can make us feel what the characters are feeling. It can elicit empathy, and even provoke laughter or tears. Moreover, the soundtrack can also serve as a plot device. It can foreshadow events, create tension, and signify the passage of time. For example, a sudden shift in the music from calm to intense can signal an impending danger, heightening the audience's anticipation. In fact, soundtracks can even have an impact beyond the screen. They can become a part of popular culture, with fans listening to them on repeat and incorporating them into their daily lives. For example, when a character is in danger, the music will become more intense and fast-paced. This creates a sense of urgency and makes the viewer feel like they are right there with the character, trying to escape the danger. On the other hand, when a character is experiencing a moment of reflection or sadness, the music will become slower and more melancholic. This helps to create a sense of empathy and makes the viewer feel like they are sharing in the character's emotions. Imagine this: you've been waiting for months to watch the latest blockbuster movie that everyone's been raving about. You've managed to avoid all the trailers, teasers, and news articles about it, just so you can experience the excitement and suspense for yourself. Finally, the day arrives, and you head to the theater with your friends, eager to see what all the fuss is about. But then, you hear someone loudly discussing the plot twists and ending of the movie. Your heart sinks as you realize that the surprise has been completely ruined for you. You may feel angry, disappointed, or even robbed of the experience you were looking forward to. But why do spoilers have such a negative impact on viewers? The answer lies in our natural inclination towards suspense and surprise. As humans, we enjoy the feeling of not knowing what's going to happen next, and we like to be kept on the edge of our seats. When a spoiler reveals key plot points or twists, it takes away that element of surprise, and the experience is no longer as enjoyable. In fact, some studies have shown that spoilers can actually enhance the viewing experience for certain people. For example, some viewers may prefer to know what's going to happen in a movie or TV show before they watch it, so they can focus more on the details and subtleties of the story. However, this is a personal preference and not a solution that works for everyone. When a movie fails to make its budget, it can have serious consequences for everyone involved. First and foremost, the studio that produced the film will take a financial hit. They've invested millions of dollars in a project that hasn't paid off, and they'll be scrambling to recoup their losses. This can lead to layoffs, budget cuts, and even bankruptcy in some cases. But it's not just the studio that suffers when a movie fails. The actors, directors, and crew members who worked on the project may also face repercussions. A failed movie can damage their reputations and make it more difficult for them to get future work. The impact of a failed movie goes beyond just the financial losses, though. It can also have a profound effect on the industry as a whole. If too many movies fail to make their budgets, investors may become wary of putting their money into new projects. This can lead to a decrease in the number of films being produced, and a loss of creativity in the industry. So, what causes a movie to fail? There are many factors at play, including poor marketing, bad timing, and weak reviews. Sometimes, a movie just doesn't resonate with audiences the way the filmmakers had hoped. Other times, external factors like a global pandemic can completely derail a film's chances of success. But just because a movie fails to make its budget doesn't mean it's a complete disaster. Some films have gone on to become cult classics, beloved by audiences long after their initial release. And even if a movie isn't a critical or commercial success, the experience of making it can still be valuable for everyone involved. In the end, the movie industry is a gamble. Every time a studio invests millions of dollars in a project, they're taking a risk. Sometimes that risk pays off, and other times it doesn't. But even when a movie fails to make its budget, it's important to remember that there are always lessons to be learned, and new opportunities on the horizon. In recent years, the entertainment industry has seen a remarkable trend in remaking classic movies and TV shows. From beloved childhood favorites to cult classics, remakes seem to be everywhere these days. This surge in remakes has sparked a debate among viewers and critics alike, with some praising the new interpretations and others criticizing them as lazy attempts at cashing in on nostalgia. So, what's driving this trend? One factor is undoubtedly the power of nostalgia. We all have memories of watching certain movies or shows with family and friends, and the opportunity to revisit those memories can be irresistible. Remakes allow us to relive those experiences while enjoying modern production values and updated storylines. But nostalgia alone cannot explain the widespread appeal of remakes. Another reason for their popularity is the way they can breathe new life into familiar stories. A great remake can take a beloved classic and make it feel fresh and relevant for a new generation. By updating the setting, characters, or themes, a remake can tap into current cultural trends and connect with younger viewers in ways that the original may not have. Of course, not all remakes are created equal. Some are poorly executed and fail to capture the magic of the original. The best remakes strike a balance between honoring the source material and bringing something new to the table. The recent surge in remakes is a complex phenomenon that speaks to our nostalgia, our desire for fresh takes on familiar stories. Whether you love them or hate them, remakes are here to stay. And it will be fascinating to see how they continue to evolve in the years to come. Movies and TV shows have the power to transport us into magical worlds of love and romance, where everything seems perfect and everyone lives happily ever after. We watch as the lead characters meet and fall in love, overcoming all obstacles to be together. We root for them, we cry with them, and we laugh with them. The truth is, movies and TV shows often distort our understanding of love and relationships. They create an unrealistic image of what love should look like and what it takes to make a relationship work. We see couples who never fight, and who seem to be on the same page about everything. But in real life, relationships are much more complicated than that. In movies and TV shows, we also see the idea that love conquers all. That if two people love each other, nothing else matters. But in reality, love is not enough to sustain a relationship. It takes communication, compromise, and hard work to make a relationship work. We rarely see these elements portrayed in movies and TV shows. Another problem with the way love and relationships are portrayed in movies and TV shows is that they often promote the idea of the one. The idea that there is only one person out there for us, and if we don't find that person, we will never be truly happy. This is a dangerous myth because it puts pressure on us to find our soulmate and can lead to disappointment and unhappiness if we don't. Movies and TV shows also tend to romanticize unhealthy relationship behaviors, such as jealousy and possessiveness. We see characters who are overly jealous or controlling and are portrayed as being passionately in love. This sends the message that these behaviors are normal and acceptable in a relationship, which is far from the truth. Another way that love is portrayed in movies and TV shows is as an all-consuming passion that takes over the characters' lives. We see characters who are willing to do anything for love, including sacrificing their own well-being or breaking the law. While this can make for an exciting storyline, it's not a healthy way to approach relationships. Love in movies and TV shows is often portrayed as a magical force that can conquer all obstacles and bring two people together in a perfect romance. We see love stories that span generations, that are forbidden by society or culture, and that overcome impossible odds. In many romantic movies, we see a formulaic storyline that involves the two main characters meeting and falling in love, facing a conflict or challenge that threatens their relationship, and then ultimately finding a way to be together. This storyline can be comforting to watch because it gives us hope that true love can conquer all. However, it's important to recognize that the love stories we see on screen are often exaggerated or idealized versions of what real-life relationships are like. In real life, relationships involve much more than just love. They require trust, communication, and compromise, and they are often messy and complicated. Writing scripts for movies and TV series is a lot of work. When you watch a great movie or binge a captivating TV series, you're not just seeing the finished product. You're seeing the result of countless hours of hard work by screenwriters, who must create an engaging story, develop compelling characters, and craft realistic dialogue that not only drives the plot but also captures the attention of viewers. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and creativity to create a compelling story that will capture the audience's attention and keep them engaged from start to finish. The job of a screenwriter is not just about putting words on paper. It's about crafting a narrative that will come to life on the big screen or in the living room. Screenwriting is an art form that requires a deep understanding of the medium. Unlike novels, screenplays must tell a story visually, using dialogue and action to convey meaning and emotion. Screenwriters must also keep in mind the time constraints of the medium, as most movies and TV episodes have a runtime of less than 2 hours or less than an hour, respectively. Of course, the writing process itself is only one part of the equation. Once a script is written, it must go through numerous rounds of revisions and edits, with feedback from producers, directors, and actors. And even after a script is finalized, it may undergo further changes during filming, with dialogue and scenes being rewritten on the fly. Another key aspect of screenwriting is mastering the art of dialogue. Screenwriters must be able to write dialogue that feels natural and realistic, while also serving to move the plot forward and reveal character traits. They must also be able to write memorable one-liners and quips that audiences will remember long after the credits roll. One of the biggest challenges of writing scripts is creating compelling characters. Whether it's a flawed hero, a charming villain, or a quirky sidekick, each character must be fully realized with their own backstory, motivations, and personality traits. Finally, writers must also be mindful of the production and budgetary constraints of their script. Writing an action-packed, globe-trotting adventure may sound exciting, but if the budget doesn't allow for exotic locations and expensive stunts, the script will never make it to the big screen. Writers must be creative and find ways to tell their story within the limitations of the production budget. From coming up with a unique idea to crafting well-rounded characters, engaging dialogue, and an enthralling plot, there are many unobvious difficulties that writers must overcome. But with dedication, hard work, and a little bit of luck, anyone can write a script that captivates audiences and stands the test of time. When it comes to the world of acting, physical fitness is often seen as an optional extra. But for actors who want to give their best performances and take their craft to the next level, maintaining a healthy body and mind is absolutely essential. Firstly, physical fitness is crucial for an actor's ability to perform demanding roles. Whether it's a physically demanding action scene or a lengthy monologue, being in good physical shape can make all the difference in an actor's ability to deliver a convincing performance. Stamina, strength, and flexibility are all key components of physical fitness that can help an actor stay on top of their game. Beyond the immediate demands of the job, physical fitness can also have a profound impact on an actor's overall well-being. Regular exercise has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and increase cognitive function. In a field as demanding and competitive as acting, these benefits can be invaluable for an actor's mental and emotional health. But physical fitness isn't just about hitting the gym or going for a run. It's also about taking care of your body and mind in other ways. Eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and taking time for self-care are all important components of physical fitness that can help an actor feel their best both on and off set. By prioritizing their health and wellness, actors can improve their performances, increase their career prospects, and enjoy a happier, more fulfilling life both on and off stage. That being said, it's important to remember that being overweight does not necessarily mean an actor is less talented or less capable. There are many successful actors who do not fit the typical Hollywood mold, and who have found success by embracing their unique look and talents. Moreover, the entertainment industry is slowly but surely becoming more inclusive and accepting of different body types. There are now more opportunities for overweight actors to find work, and many productions are actively seeking out performers with diverse backgrounds. The world of cinema has undergone a tremendous transformation in recent years. With advancements in technology and the changing needs of moviegoers, the film industry has had to adapt to remain relevant. Gone are the days when a simple plot and good acting were enough to please audiences. Today's moviegoers demand more from their cinematic experience, and filmmakers have had to respond accordingly. One of the most significant changes in the needs of moviegoers has been the rise of immersive experiences. Today's audiences want to be fully engrossed in the story they're watching, and filmmakers have responded with cutting-edge special effects, 3D technology, and high-definition screens. The result is a more intense and engaging cinematic experience that allows viewers to feel as though they are a part of the action. Another key change in the needs of moviegoers is the desire for diverse representation. In the past, Hollywood was notorious for its lack of diversity, with films often featuring primarily white, male protagonists. Today's audiences want to see themselves reflected on the big screen, and filmmakers have responded with more diverse casting and storytelling. The rise of streaming services has also impacted the needs of moviegoers. With the convenience of on-demand viewing, moviegoers have come to expect more options and flexibility in their cinematic experience. Streaming services have responded by creating their own content and offering a wider range of films and TV shows than traditional cinemas. This has created more opportunities for independent filmmakers and has given audiences access to a wider range of stories. Finally, social media has had a significant impact on the needs of moviegoers. Today's audiences are more connected than ever, and social media has made it easier for them to share their thoughts and opinions on films. This has created a demand for more socially conscious and politically aware films, as audiences want to see stories that reflect their values and beliefs. Filmmakers who can meet these needs are sure to thrive in this rapidly evolving industry. The importance of marketing for movies and TV shows cannot be overstated. It's the glue that holds everything together, the engine that drives revenue, and the magic wand that turns a mediocre film or show into a blockbuster hit. In today's fast-paced world, people are bombarded with an endless stream of content. With so much noise, it's challenging for new productions to stand out and capture people's attention. This is where marketing comes in. The power of a well-executed marketing campaign can make or break a TV show or movie's success. Have you ever watched a show or movie solely because of its well-crafted trailer? Have you ever been so intrigued by a promotional poster that you couldn't resist watching the film? That's the magic of marketing. By building anticipation, marketing can create a sense of urgency, making people feel like they can't miss out on the latest hit. It's like being invited to the coolest party in town. By teasing snippets of information and giving audiences a taste of what's to come, marketing campaigns can build anticipation and get people talking about a production before it even hits the screens. Marketing also plays a crucial role in the distribution of content. Without marketing, a movie or TV show might never make it to your local theater or streaming service. It's the marketing campaigns that convince distributors to take a chance on a project and invest the necessary resources to get it in front of an audience. Another key aspect of TV show and movie marketing is the sale of merchandise related to the project. From action figures to t-shirts, fans love to show off their love for their favorite characters and franchises. Merchandise can be a significant source of revenue for studios and creators. In fact, some franchises like Star Wars and Harry Potter generate more revenue from merchandise sales than from ticket sales. Marketing plays a crucial role in the sale of merchandise. By creating a strong brand and building a loyal following, studios and creators can create a demand for merchandise that fans are eager to buy. Acting is an art form that has fascinated audiences for centuries. From the ancient Greek tragedies to modern-day cinema, the ability to portray emotions and characters on stage or screen has always been highly valued. However, not everyone is blessed with the natural talent for acting, and many may wonder why this is the case. At its core, acting requires a combination of innate abilities and learned skills. The most fundamental aspect of acting is the ability to convincingly express emotions through facial expressions, body language, and voice modulation. Some people are naturally gifted in this area, possessing a range of facial expressions and gestures that can convey a wide variety of emotions. Others may need to work hard to develop these skills through practice and training. In addition to emotional expression, acting also requires the ability to understand and embody characters. This means being able to immerse oneself in a fictional world and convincingly portray a character's thoughts, feelings, and motivations. This requires a high level of empathy and imagination, which not everyone possesses in equal measure. But talent alone is not enough to make a successful actor. It also requires dedication, hard work, and a willingness to learn and grow. Acting involves a range of skills, from script analysis and character development to vocal training and physical movement. It requires hours of practice and rehearsal, often with little recognition or reward. Only those who are truly passionate about the craft can persevere through the challenges and setbacks. Whether on stage or screen, acting allows individuals to explore their creativity, express their emotions, and connect with audiences in a powerful and meaningful way. Furthermore, it's important to recognize that acting talent can come in many different forms. While some actors may excel at dramatic or emotional roles, others may shine in comedic or physical performances. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to acting, and different roles require different skills and talents. Therefore, while some people may not have the natural ability to excel in certain types of roles, they may have other talents that make them perfectly suited for other types of performances. Lights dim, popcorn in hand, anticipation building as the opening credits roll. Watching a movie or TV show is a beloved pastime for many, but there are times when it's best to just press stop and move on. How can you tell when a movie or show is just not worth your time? Here are some signs to watch out for. First and foremost, if the plot doesn't grab you within the first 15 minutes, it's probably not going to get any better. We've all been guilty of sticking with a movie or show, hoping it will improve, but more often than not, it just becomes a waste of time. If you're not hooked early on, it's time to switch to something else. If you find yourself checking your phone or getting distracted while watching, it's a sign that the movie or show isn't holding your attention. You may be tempted to multitask, but if you're not fully invested in the story, you'll miss out on key details. Finally, pay attention to the overall tone of the movie or show. If it's too dark, violent, or depressing, it may not be worth your time. You don't want to leave a movie or show feeling worse than when you started. Choosing a movie or TV show can be a daunting task, but by considering your mood, interests, reviews, and recommendations, you can find the perfect pick for your next viewing experience. So why settle for the same old thing when there's a whole world of entertainment out there waiting for you to explore? When we watch a movie or a TV show, we don't usually think about the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. We focus on the actors and their performances, but there's a whole team of people working tirelessly to make everything look perfect. One of the most important members of that team is the cameraman, and they face a multitude of difficulties during filming that we never even consider. First and foremost, cameramen have to deal with the physical demands of their job. They have to be on their feet for hours on end, carrying heavy equipment and moving it around to get the perfect shot. They have to navigate tricky terrain, climb stairs, and contort themselves into strange positions to capture the right angle. All of this requires stamina, strength, and flexibility. But physical demands are just the tip of the iceberg. Cameramen also have to contend with the unpredictable nature of their subject matter. They may have to film in extreme weather conditions, from scorching heat to freezing cold. They may have to shoot in challenging environments like deserts, jungles, or underwater. They may have to deal with difficult lighting conditions, such as harsh sunlight, low light, or rapidly changing light. All of this requires technical knowledge and quick thinking. Then there are the creative challenges. Cameramen have to work closely with directors to capture the right mood and tone for each scene. They have to be able to think on their feet and come up with creative solutions to unexpected problems. They have to be able to adapt their style to match the vision of the project they're working on. Despite the numerous difficulties that cameramen face during filming, they remain passionate about their craft. They know that the footage they capture can make or break a scene, and they're determined to get it right. They're constantly pushing themselves to improve their skills and develop new techniques. Whether it's a car chase, a fight scene, or a dramatic stunt, these scenes require split-second timing and precision. Cameramen have to be able to follow the action smoothly and capture it from multiple angles, all while keeping themselves and their equipment out of harm's way. They know that the footage they capture can make or break a project, and they're committed to delivering the best possible results. Have you ever found yourself absolutely hooked on a new TV show, eagerly awaiting the next season, only to be disappointed to find out that there won't be one? It's a frustrating experience, and one that has become all too common in recent years. So why do shows end after just one season? Let's explore some of the reasons behind this phenomenon. One of the most common reasons for a show to end after just one season is poor ratings. It's no secret that TV networks are in the business of making money, and if a show isn't bringing in the viewership numbers they want, it's unlikely to get renewed for another season. In today's crowded TV landscape, where viewers have countless options for what to watch, it can be difficult for a new show to break through and find an audience. Another factor that can contribute to a show ending after one season is creative differences between the show's creators and the network. A show may have a unique vision and style that sets it apart from other shows on TV, but if the network executives don't agree with that vision, they may choose to cancel the show rather than take a chance on something new and different. Sometimes, a show may end after one season simply because it was only intended to be a limited series. In this case, the show's creators may have had a specific story they wanted to tell, and once that story was complete, there was no need for additional seasons. Limited series have become increasingly popular in recent years, and for good reason. They offer a chance for creators to tell a complete and compelling story within a set number of episodes, without the pressure of having to come up with new plotlines to sustain multiple seasons. Limited series can also attract big-name actors who may not be interested in committing to a long-running TV series, but are excited by the prospect of working on a shorter, more focused project. Another advantage of limited series is that they can be more experimental and daring than traditional TV shows. With only a handful of episodes to work with, creators can take risks and push boundaries in ways that might not be possible with a show that is intended to run for multiple seasons. Limited series can tackle complex subject matter, and can be more visually and narratively ambitious than other TV shows. Directors are the unsung heroes of the film industry. They are the visionaries who bring stories to life, transforming words on a page into captivating images on the big screen. But behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, lies a world of challenges and obstacles that directors must face during filming. One of the biggest difficulties directors face is managing the egos of actors. Some actors require special treatment or have specific demands that can be challenging to accommodate. Managing these personalities requires a delicate balance of diplomacy and tact, as well as strong leadership skills. Another challenge is dealing with the unpredictable nature of filmmaking. No matter how much planning and preparation goes into a project, unexpected obstacles can arise at any moment. Weather can change, equipment can fail, and accidents can happen. Directors must be able to think on their feet and come up with creative solutions to keep the production moving forward. Time is another enemy that directors must fight against. Shooting schedules are often tight, and there is always pressure to stay on track and within budget. This means that directors must be efficient with their time, making quick decisions and keeping a close eye on the clock. The technical side of filmmaking can also pose challenges for directors. They must work closely with the cinematographer to achieve the desired look and feel of the film. This requires a strong understanding of camera angles, lighting, and other technical aspects of filmmaking. Finally, directors must also manage the expectations of producers, investors, and other stakeholders. They must balance the creative vision of the film with the commercial realities of the industry. This means making difficult decisions and compromises that can impact the final product. Despite these challenges, the rewards of filmmaking are immeasurable. For directors, the opportunity to bring their creative vision to life is a dream come true. And for audiences, the chance to experience the magic of the movies is an unforgettable experience. The actors are ready, but there's one crucial element missing: sound. Without sound effects, a movie or TV series can fall flat, leaving the audience feeling like something is missing. That's where the art of sound recording comes in. Recording sound effects for movies and series is a complex and fascinating process that involves a team of skilled professionals working together to create an immersive audio experience. These sound designers and Foley artists have the power to transport us to another world, to make us feel like we're right in the middle of the action. Imagine a scene where a character is walking through a forest. The rustling of leaves underfoot, the chirping of birds, the distant sound of a stream, all of these sounds must be carefully recorded and layered to create a realistic and immersive audio experience. Foley artists use a variety of props and equipment to recreate these sounds in a studio setting, from crunching celery to simulate the sound of breaking bones, to using a towel and a pair of shoes to create the sound of footsteps on different surfaces. But sound recording isn't just about creating realistic sound effects. It's also about using sound to convey emotion and tell a story. A simple piano melody can tug at our heartstrings, while a sudden blast of music can make us jump out of our seats. Sound effects can create tension, and even make us laugh. One of the most challenging aspects of recording sound effects for movies and series is capturing the sounds of real-life situations. Imagine trying to record the sound of a car crash or a thunderstorm. It's not exactly practical to wait around for these events to occur naturally. That's where sound designers come in, using a combination of recorded sounds and special effects to create the desired effect. The art of sound recording is constantly evolving, with new technologies and techniques emerging all the time. From the use of binaural recording, to the development of virtual reality sound design, the possibilities are endless. Moreover, sound effects are not limited to just adding realism or emotional depth to a scene. They can also be used to create a sense of time and place. For instance, the sound of a rotary phone dialing can transport us back to the past, while the crackling of vinyl can evoke the nostalgia of a bygone era. But despite these advancements, there is still a significant amount of skill and artistry involved in recording sound effects for movies and series. It takes years of practice and experience to master the art of Foley, to understand the physics of sound, and to know which microphone and recording techniques to use for different situations. The movie industry is a bustling hive of activity, with countless individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring stories to life on the big screen. It's a massive undertaking, and a huge team of people is necessary to ensure everything runs smoothly. But what exactly goes into the production of a film and series? A film crew is made up of a multitude of departments, each with its own specific tasks and responsibilities. From production design to costume and makeup, from cinematography to sound design, there are countless elements that need to be taken care of in order to create a successful film. And each department has its own team of skilled professionals, all working in unison to make the vision of the director a reality. It's a bit like a well-oiled machine, with each individual part working in harmony with the others. But it's not just about everyone doing their own thing. Communication is key. Every department must be in constant contact with one another to ensure everything is cohesive and working towards the same goal. And it's not just the different departments that need to be in sync. The director and producer must also work closely together to ensure the film or series stays on track and meets their vision. There's a real sense of camaraderie amongst film crews. With long hours and tight deadlines, it's important for everyone to be able to rely on each other and work together as a team. And with the adrenaline rush that comes with the excitement of creating something special, it's not uncommon to see smiles on everyone's faces, even after a grueling day on set. It's not just the actors that bring a film or series to life, it's the army of skilled professionals working behind the scenes, each doing their own part to create something truly special. It's a massive undertaking, but with the right team and the right attitude, anything is possible. And let's not forget the countless hours of pre-production work that go into a film before a single camera is even turned on. From scriptwriting to casting, location scouting to storyboard creation, the preparation stage is just as important as the actual filming. Without a solid plan in place, a film can quickly fall apart, and that's where the expertise of the producers and other pre-production staff comes in. As the filming process comes to a close, the post-production team takes over. This is where the footage is edited, special effects are added, and the sound design is finalized. It's a crucial stage, and one that can often make or break a film. In the end, a successful film is the result of countless hours of hard work and dedication from a huge team of people. From the pre-production stage to the final edit, every department must work together in order to create something truly special. And while it's not always easy, the end result is more than worth it. Casting for roles in films and series is a fascinating process that requires a great deal of skill and expertise. It is the first and one of the most important steps in creating a movie or a TV show, as it can make or break the project. A successful casting can elevate a script to a whole new level, while a poor one can ruin it. Let's take a closer look at the casting process and what goes into making it successful. The first step in casting is to define the roles and the characteristics of the characters. This is done by the scriptwriters and the directors, who work together to create a detailed description of each character. They consider factors such as age, gender, personality traits, and physical appearance. This description is then used to create a casting breakdown, which is a document that is sent out to casting directors and agents. The next step is to select the right casting director. This is a crucial decision, as the casting director is responsible for finding the actors who will bring the characters to life. The casting director works closely with the director and the producers to understand the vision of the project and to identify the type of actors that are needed. Once the casting director is chosen, they begin the search for actors. This can involve a variety of methods, including holding auditions, searching through talent databases, and reaching out to agents. The casting director may also attend theater performances and film festivals to scout for talent. When the casting director has a list of potential actors, they begin the audition process. This is a nerve-wracking experience for actors, as they must perform in front of a panel of judges who will decide whether or not they are right for the role. The audition process can vary, but it usually involves reading lines from the script and sometimes doing improvisation. After the auditions, the casting director and the producers review the performances and decide which actors are best suited for each role. They consider factors such as chemistry with other actors, ability to convey the character's emotions and personality, and overall performance. Once the actors are selected, they go through the contract negotiation process. This can involve a lot of back and forth between the actors' agents and the producers, as they work to agree on a salary and other contractual details. Once everything is agreed upon, the actors sign the contracts and the project moves forward. There's no denying it, actors are some of the highest paid professionals in the entertainment industry. While some actors command massive paychecks that reach into the tens of millions of dollars, others struggle to make ends meet. In fact, the vast majority of actors earn very little money from their craft, with only a select few reaching the upper echelons of fame and fortune. So what determines an actor's salary? There are a variety of factors that come into play, including their level of experience, the size and scope of the project they're working on, and even their personal brand and reputation. But what about up-and-coming actors who haven't yet achieved that level of fame and recognition? Well, their salaries can vary widely depending on the project they're working on. Independent films, for example, often have much smaller budgets than blockbuster movies, which means actors may need to take a pay cut in order to be involved in the project. And then there are the actors who work in theater, where salaries can be even more unpredictable. While some Broadway stars can make upwards of $100,000 per week, many actors in regional theaters or off-Broadway productions earn much less, sometimes as little as a few $100s per week. Of course, actors aren't the only ones earning money in the entertainment industry. Directors, producers, and screenwriters also command high salaries, and even the crew members who work behind the scenes can earn a decent living. But there's no denying that actors are the public face of the industry, and as such, they often bear the brunt of criticism when salaries are discussed. It's not just about the size of the paycheck, either. Actors may also negotiate for additional perks such as a percentage of the profits, bonuses for hitting certain milestones, or even ownership rights in the production. Traditionally, actors have been paid a flat fee for their work. This fee would be negotiated before the production began, and the actor would receive it regardless of how successful the project turned out to be. But in recent years, a new trend has emerged, paying actors a percentage of the profits. On the surface, this might seem like a fairer way of compensating actors. After all, if the project does well, then the actors who worked on it should share in that success. But as with most things in the entertainment industry, it's not quite that simple. For starters, not every project is guaranteed to make a profit. In fact, many projects never make back their production costs, let alone turn a profit. In these cases, the actors who worked on the project would be left with nothing, even if they had put in months of hard work. Despite these challenges, many actors are still willing to take the risk of being paid a percentage of the profits. For one thing, it can be a great way to earn more money if the project does well. But beyond that, it can also be a way for actors to demonstrate their faith in a project and show that they're willing to put in the hard work to make it a success.